Welcome back to Career Kopi. This is part 2 of my conversation with Ishak Ismail. In this episode, we move from philosophy to practice, exploring how Ishak uses intentional systems and structured habits to integrate his professional life with what matters most to him, his family. From declining ad hoc evening engagements to paying full attention to what's important, his approach offers a masterclass in discipline, values-aligned living. Let's listen. How do you find time for yourself and your family? That was my curiosity.
It has been and will be my journey with my own family first. At a very young age, when you cannot find your own meaning at the heart and core of who you are, your service and the way you support others will not be as pure. So I've learned that from a very young age, and at 17, 18 actually. And to me, in anything and everything I do, it has to mean a big thing for me. And let me share two things. In my regional director work, just between 2019 to 2022, that's about 4 years. Of course, COVID in between did not. Oh no, 2017, sorry, not even 19. So I had 2 years, 3 years before COVID. I kind of traveled 42 times a year.
That's unbelievable. Fascinating to some, but I think unbelievable to me.
And if you just listen to that and say, then you're never at home. Yes, from a physical count of number of times I travel. And thankfully the company allows me to kind of bring my wife where places I think it'll be something I have space with. So she did come and travel, 6-7 times a year, but that's no meaning compared to the 42.
Yeah.
So how?
Yeah.
So I definitely, in one way, 42, you certainly gave your family away in a way that you're not home for that 42 trips. I said, no. You don't count. So my belief is you don't count days, you don't count hours. You count the attention underlying the time you provide. And interestingly, Hong Meng, when I thought I was traveling 17 times with the military was a lot, and I thought I was giving it up with the family, my wife didn't feel that 42 times. She didn't feel like, you're gone again. I mean, she did once and once, hey, you're going again, but it's not that, oh my God, you got to stop this job. You're taking your time away from family.
Yeah.
And I want to put in context, of course, it only is possible because my kids are at the university, post-university age.
Yeah.
If they were not, I'll not take this job.
Okay.
But the context is 42 times it's possible, depending where my family is. And no way they will feel they've lost me just because my choice is taking on a job that requires me to travel.
Yeah. So even though the frequency has more than doubled, the wife is not making that observation that hey, you are spending more time flying.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you have managed to find a good integration and flow with this level of intensity and still works for you. I think as long as think the whole thing is meaningful and purposeful for you, I get it.
Yeah. It's how you give back, and it's really going back to scheduling your priorities. All right.
Yeah.
So in my sense, family is priority. So if I spend a week, I look around, there will be things I'll say, no, I won't attend this. No, I can't do this. And I will create the space around family, meaning if it's a week, I'll probably give up maybe 1 or 2 lunches unless they're really important to people who need my time. If not, it's back to family. Yeah. And I have this formula that has worked very well. So we need to think through what could you routinely do that's powerful, that you don't have to double think because it's given back to family. So I call it the 4 to 7 hour, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Those are my best networking time. Those are the times I create meetings with people. And many people said, I'm at work and maybe we can do dinner. I said, can you do 5:30 or 6? And they say, yeah, I think I can do that. And at 7, I'm gone. I say, thank you very much. No matter how interesting it is, we've given the time. And no matter how much you say that, hey, no, just have dinner, we have a new place to stay. I would say, no, my routine is thank you very much. And I time back for my family.
So that is something that you have built into your life as a system?
Yeah. So you got to figure out, if you want to say, this is important, what then could you put in place as a process, as a system, as a habit?
Okay.
That you would say, if I protect this, then I can take care of everything else, right? Then I can do multiple things. And I know, therefore, DNA, the family will be looked after.
Okay.
Right? If in this week, because we had the dinner with the international conference, I will be there. There's a commitment. Because I influence that at the appreciation. But if you want to say there's another event, it'll be good, I will evaluate that from what will be something I can contribute. Because if I have to ask, I will tell people out there, what would be my advice? Hold tight, because the moment you're willing to give, quite relax in things, it all adds up. Then you will start to feel that you're juggling.
Okay.
That's when you feel, oh my God, I got juggling my time. I got juggle my time with family and what I want. And once I can hold on to something that is routine, it's habit, the core, then I don't have to. That's why I threw away the word juggling, because it is part of what I want, and how do I routinely put it?
Yeah. I mean, now that the way you have described it, you made it clearer to me why someone like me looking at so many things on the plate would think in terms of juggling. But I think you've made it clear that if the meaning of what you're doing fits that larger vision that you have of your life, then it's not juggling, right? It is a meaningful and purposeful work that you do. And in order for you to be effective and contributing at every single one of those roles, you have to build systems. There are some simple systems that you build, some habits that you must have, so that you will know how to say no to certain things and yes to certain things. Is that a correct way to put it?
Absolutely. Yeah. There's a question I may not have answered. What about me? Right?
Are you taking good care of yourself?
I'm gonna make you laugh, because the cliche here is the song Greatest Love of All. If you hear that song carefully, the greatest love of all is self. As much as I said that the habit starts with looking at things for the family, I actually say one more level is if myself is looked after first. So it's not that kind of thing, I love myself. No, I love self enough to make sure that I can rest well. I can organize my mind. At this moment, I don't know what stress is.
That's a wrap on part 2 of our conversation with Ishak Ismail. You've now heard how deliberate time blocking, rituals, and purposeful no's help him lead with presence in every part of his life. But what about self-care? In our final episode, we talk about joy, not as a nice to have, but as a foundational strategy. Ishak shares his personal self-care system, how he reclaims joy in everyday moments, and his advice for discovering your own superpower. Join me for the final chapter of this insightful series. Thanks for tuning in to Career Kopi. If something resonated with you, subscribe, share it with a friend, or drop me a message. Until next time, keep learning, keep evolving, and remember, your career is yours to design.